Hello, so you hopefully saw my video of Pittington when I went to the village and mapped it and well, did the surveying. So I recorded that with photos on my phone using the OSM hand app to get the trace and walked around, and that took me 2 hours and 45 minutes, just under 3 hours to map. But that's just collecting the data. I now need to sit at my computer. It's been just over a week since I did that surveying, which is sometimes a bit too long, but it's still fairly fresh in my memory. And I'm going to sit at the computer and edit it and use all that information to edit OpenStreetMap and update it. So, like we did for the surveying video, how long do you think it's going to take me to sit here and edit all that information into OpenStreetMap? If you want to be bold, put your guess in the comments again, and we'll see. In fact, I should write down what time it is now, which I'm not going to say on camera. Well, that doesn't matter. It's in the evening. And we'll see how long it takes me. So I've got my computer up here. I've already loaded the Java OpenStreetMap editor, JOSM. And in the right, you can see I've got the traces where I walked with some photos that I matched up and OSM notes because I used that bit. Yeah, so see, actually down here, the first photo I took was in the woods. At 1 PM I saw a fox jumping about. But I walked down here, I got here, that's where I saw the horses. Oh look, it's already mapped to say there's donkeys in there. Yeah, and it's normally good to go in the direction I went. So let's go with that. And I didn't do any work in advance. I do need to add all the buildings from the aerial imagery. They go in like this. Just using the building tool to draw the rectangles around. Hold down Shift to select them all. And if I remember the right code, Shift J joins those together. And I saved a note there because I had to type it in. So it's Hallgarth Farm is the name of that one. This wasn't a house, and we can make that clear, in fact, by, if we want to, changing that to not house even, to garage. That one will be house, but building, yes, is good enough. And I'll mark that one as closing the note, mapped. Okay. Lots of houses here. We might speed up some of this. Okay, and this is the note I mentioned, so checked they are all correct at the remaining house numbers. Okay, so that note will no longer have a mark there, because another mappers can know there's nothing to worry about. That's that section done, but still more Prize Grange to do. So we can do a clever thing here. Address, house number. We'll start. I've selected everywhere around everywhere that covers Prize Grange, and then done a search in JOSM. And oh, it's a funny one. So then I'm searching for everything that's got a house number. That gives me all of these, so I can change the street to be Prize Grange, and that's had them all at once. And that is finally Prize Grange edited and mapped. Remember that one was a big house, and I match these up. This is confusing because Hallgarth Lane comes down here. These all seem to go 24. Couldn't see house numbers on these, but give me a moment. I think I know what number they are. Then it continues on, but then you've got lower numbers here, 12 to 18. But we got 12 to 18 is much further up here on Hallgarth Lane. So what's happening? It seems to go around this corner. There was a sign that is a leading to sign, so not actually that helpful as saying what road we're on. And this is a bit, I think, classic for Durham and the North East. You had to spend lots of time looking at the house numbers and it gets confusing. But they often number and go around corners or around the back, and it's about how a row of houses will be built and they're named and numbered rather than building the road and giving that a name. So Manor View kind of starts here at number 1, goes round and goes round the corner to 18. 18. Then starts up here at 19 and 20 probably, so let's put them in there. 19 and 20, and we'll just make it clear that I've worked this out by assuming the number, and then go down there to 28. But then you go, what about these two houses on the other side? Well, they're part of this road, South End, which does all sorts of numbering. That's more classic, I think. 1, 2, 3. We'll see. That might get a bit more confusing when we get round to it. I did walk all over here first. But yeah, I'm used to a road and you've got numbers on either side for that road. And a lot of maps are kind of map systems expect that. But what we'll do is we'll select all these numbers. I think I'm misputting in number 9 because I got confused in the order I did it. But anyway, select all these ones that are part of Manor View. Go around the corner. 18, 19, 20, 122, all the way to 28. Now, as I've been doing with the other tags, we put in with them address street, and we'll put Manor View. So that means if you use something, an app or the osm.org website, anything that's using OpenStreetMap data and you search for Manor View, it'll send you to that stretch of road. But if you search for 23 Manor View, you'll get put there, or 24, you'll get put here, directed there. If you search for number 2 Manor View, where's that? You'll go there. So it'll help you and pinpoint, and that's really valuable actually. A lot of map data companies would love to have that sort of data, but you know, it requires someone like me to walk past all these houses and then do the brain work to understand which road they belong to. In fact, a lot of delivery companies now use OpenStreetMap data, so yeah, they might improve their time by going straight to here for number 19 rather than getting lost looking for it. Oh, I didn't notice this when I was playing. 19, 21, 23. I'd possibly put that in twice. 31, 29, 27. Oops. 523. Oh, I've not quite lined them up right. Keypad mapper doesn't do so well when you're going around corners or closely packed houses. So it goes 2119, and then these must be, I'm pointing for you, these must be newer houses, these ones 3 here, and they must have gone, oh, well, we can't just fill them in with 21 A, B and C, because that would be simple. People want numbers on their bungalows. So instead they went, well, who knows where those numbers should fit in the sequence. But yeah, it's so hard to work out. Oh yeah, because so we went 44. Yeah, I don't know. How can you cope being a postman in High Pittington? I guess you just, maybe you spend a lot of time sorting your mail in the first place, maybe, before you go out, because I doubt the systems know that. And then, you know, they build some houses around here. It's really confusing, isn't it? Okay, and that leaves a few errors that I've checked, but I don't know what street they're on. I can come back and look at them and try and find some information by asking people that live in High Pittington. Maybe, yeah, maybe ask the postman if I see him. So I'll continue uploading. So, mapping, mapping house numbers and various. Oh, actually, before I do it, have I done all my notes? So, name of houses. That was out of the Pittington area, an old one. That's a path that, yeah, I wasn't going on a long path here. And that's the one I added, yeah, okay, that's fine. So that's the mapping done. Continue. So I just put in what I did, mapping house numbers, various details of Low Pittington, High Pittington, and Hallgarth in Durham. Okay, so I used Bing, I used Survey, and I also used Keypad Mapper. And yeah, photos. That's soft tags I usually do. What I normally say is GPS. That's it, and then I also like to put in here the survey date was 2021 OT13. Yeah, so it's taken me about 11 days to actually get round to editing this. But we upload changes. And finally I'm done, which is good because it's quite late this evening. And if I look at the time, yeah. Did you guess? Let me just show you all that I've done there. Quite a lot of editing. All the way around here, up that hill and down there. Took me 2 hours 45 minutes to walk that and survey it all. How long do you think it took me to edit it? It took me 3 hours, pretty much on the dot. So yeah, just as long to walk and take all those photos it takes me to edit it. And you saw maybe at various points I could have done a lot more detail. I could have done all the other equipment in there. There's bits in the photo that I see I could have put in detail. But that's High Pittington, Low Pittington, and Hallgarth, all quite nicely mapped. People to enjoy. So here's what it. I'll show you what it looked like and what it looks like now I've done the mapping.